This short video will tell the story of an orchid with bad manners, a male bee who just wants to smell good, and a young slave who built an empire. Our story starts in 1521, when Hernan Cortes conquers Mexico. He is introduced to vanilla, an orchid that grows in vines up to 10 meters long. It produces fragrant beans that the Aztecs used to perfume their temples and the Mayans mix with chocolate. Vanilla beans are part of the first shipment that goes back to Europe, and the new spice immediately arouses the interest of the nobles. It took 200 years before Europeans started to grow it themselves, and with little success. The vanilla orchid needed warmth and humidity all year long, and took 3 to 4 years to flower. But even then, it didn't produce fruits. Botanists deduced that it needed a specific pollinator, so they tried using Mexican Melipona bees that they knew visited the flower. But it didn't work. Pollination by animals is usually a fair exchange of services. The flower produces nectar, a sugar-rich liquid that the animal consumes, and the animal transports the pollen from a flower to another. But far from the well-behaved flowers that offer visitors a drink, the vanilla orchid is deceptive. Its flower shape, color, and scent all advertise a source of nectar, but there is none. The bee that enters the flower finds nothing, but still gets some pollen to transport on her way out. But that doesn't bother the male Euglossa, a green orchid bee. In this species of solitary bees, the female builds the nest, and the male just needs to smell good. He will collect fragrances from specific orchids and use them during its courtship ritual. That's how vanilla is pollinated in the wild, but it was only discovered recently, and the efforts of previous botanists were doomed to fail. What worked at the time was artificial pollination. It was discovered in 1837 by Belgian botanist Charles Morren, but the method he developed was time-consuming and not applicable commercially. It's a 12-year-old slave named Edmond who invented an efficient method of hand pollination that allowed to profitably grow vanilla on the French island of Réunion. Using only a stick and some pressure from their fingers, expert pollinators can fertilize up to 1,500 flowers per day with his method. Despite being responsible for the discovery that launched the entire vanilla industry, Edmond never profited from it and died in poverty. But when France abolished slavery in 1848, he chose to be named Edmond Albius, a surname meaning white, in reference to the vanilla flower's color. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the next video.